Hey, my name is Alexei. Welcome to this video. In this video, I will tell you how you can change your belief, so how you can get rid of your old belief, and how to increase the speed to implement the new belief into your subconscious, and how it looks like also. So what are the signs that your belief starts to change? So let's get started. So the first thing you need is just clarity who you want to be. So what is actually your goal, your outcome? Okay, who do you want to be? It's necessary because the more you know that, the more you will know how your ideal self looks like, you know? And the more you know how ideal self looks like, the easier it will be to find out what kind of beliefs you need, because you need the same beliefs that your ideal self has, right? And so get just emotional, intellectual clarity, and also clarity what kind of person you will be. So person about, I mean clarity about the outcome. For example, how much money will you earn? And also how would you feel? And also about what kind of person you will be. The other thing that I recommend you is really that you have also a strong why. What I mean is that you have positive reasons why you want to have this change, and why you want to implement this new beliefs, and also why you have reasons of why you want to get away from something. So you need reasons that you want to get away from something, that you don't want something in your life anymore. This is why you want to change. So the thing is like that. So there are two ways to find out about your new belief. First at all, you can just look at your negative belief. You can just ask yourself the question, what holds you back from being this ideal self? You know, what conviction holds you back the most in life? And if you know that already, or if even if you don't know, you will find out automatically if you focus in the next hours or days to be your ideal self. You will notice that there are some doubts, and you just dig out the most strong doubt, the doubt that holds you the most back, basically. This is the belief we are searching for. Okay, right? So let's say you have this belief, I don't know, let's say you have this belief, I can play basketball, and you wanted to play basketball. So your dear self can play basketball. So first, we look at this old belief, and it looks like that I can play basketball. Usually, the positive belief is the opposite of that. Another method to get the right belief is just to ask yourself, okay, what would my ideal self believe about himself? How would my ideal self think? And this is how you find the belief, or you just take the opposite of your negative belief. So this is the way to identify what the new belief should be. Okay, so now where we have this, there's just one important thing to know. At the start, when your negative belief appears, you have usually different thoughts about it, like doubts, and you feel probably like you feel fearful or angry or sad or something like that, and you have different inner images. And what you do is you just accept it fully. A lot of people, when they try to change those beliefs, they try to fight against it. I don't recommend that. From my perspective, it's way easier to change the belief by first accepting it. And at the same time, you let go of this emotion. So you just observe it mindfully. When this old belief appears, you don't fight against it. You don't even try to question it at the start. You just accept it fully. What I mean is you just observe all the reaction. You experience the situation fully. You experience it fully. And even if you are right now in the interview and you can't maybe experience fully because you're so busy and you have to talk with someone, you can do it just after the interview, for example, just right after the situation. Okay? And after you just experienced fully, Now you can start to question it, and it's just about asking yourself what is absurd about the belief. Okay? And you have just to repeat this cycle that you can accept it more and more, and at the place of acceptance it will be easier also to question this belief. Okay? Because if you still if you haven't accepted it and you still fight against it, now you try to question this belief, you won't find much absurd things, or even if you find absurd things, it sounds insane to overcome this belief. So instead, just first accept it fully. Okay, the next part of the video, I will talk about how you can implement a new belief, and you can accelerate the speed to implement this belief, to put it in your subconscious, and how it looks like when this new belief starts to develop. Okay? Okay, let's get started. So the first step is the intensity. Okay, when you say this new belief, you want to say it intense. And what you can do for that is that you do it also with your body, that you move your body, that you try to express it with your face when you say this belief. So don't just say it like that, like you are dead. I can play basketball. You know, your subconscious won't believe it if you say it like that. Or if you say, I earn that kind of amount of money, for example, or I can build up that kind of business. Okay? And the next thing is actually that you just experience with with all of your senses. What I mean with that is, if you say this belief, it's even better if you let pop up an inner image. An inner image how you are when you believe this already. So while you're saying this belief, you let pop up an inner image in your mind just for 2 or 3 seconds. You can literally do it while you're walk, or while you are cooking something like that, you know. So you let pop up this image and you experience it with as much senses as possible at the same time. And the same time you say this belief. And the other thing that is necessary is repetition. So you do that repeatedly. Okay, you do it again and again. What I mean is like 100 times a day, really. If you can say it like 100 times a day, that's a good number. But even if not, just improve it. Just build up habits. Like maybe sometimes over the day where you say this belief for 10, 20, or 30 times. Okay, and the best thing is if you can say this while you are in the situation where you need this belief. Like in this example that I have give you, the guy wants to learn play basketball. So while he plays basketball, he says this belief. So the best is if you are already in a situation, so if you are out of the comfort zone where you need this belief, and now you say this exactly in this situation, and say it and feel it as good as possible with all your senses, and repeat it. Okay, it's more difficult because you have to be conscious, but it's even good if you already just say it a couple of times in the situation. It's already a huge success. Okay, so the next thing is conviction. What do I mean with conviction? So your mind needs a logical reason, you know, why you are now that kind of person, why you are that kind of new person. And what helps the mind? The mind helps to have a strong reason. So just dig into your past, or find a reason that makes sense for your mind. A reason that's maybe rational for you, and at the same time where you feel it. It just have to feel right, actually. That's the biggest sign. It has to feel right. For example, maybe you have achieved something in the past. Maybe you have won something, okay? Maybe you have accomplished something great in your career, and because of that, it makes you believe that you can achieve that you can be that kind of new person as well. So just something where you feel it, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because I've achieved that, or because of that, I can be that kind of person who plays perfect basketball. Or I can be that kind of person who becomes rich. Okay, so just a reason, choose the strongest reason. And you can remind yourself of that if you say this belief, that you remind yourself this one reason, and then you think, yeah, right, there's a reason why it will be like that. This gives you a huge boost, okay? And the last thing is that you actually just reward yourself for that. So if you reward yourself instantly after you have now practiced this belief, your subconscious will connect positive emotions to that, okay? And then you want to have more of that. But on the other side, if you reward yourself after 1 hour, that won't work, because your mind, your subconscious connects positive emotions. So when you have reward yourself, will connect positive emotions to things that you have just done before. Okay, so if you right now, I will, if 30 seconds ago I would practice this new belief, I have practiced this new belief, and now I reward myself. That works. But if a lot of time has passed by, my subconscious won't connect these positive emotions to the to the new belief. Okay, so that's important to know. And another thing I want to say is, you don't get in life what you want, but what your subconscious wants. Okay, so your subconscious is like 95% of you, and your conscious you is like 5%. There are a lot of theories and models about that. I can just say your subconscious is definitely the biggest part of you. So when you have get something in life, or you haven't get something in life, then it's because of your subconscious. You know, because your subconscious could allow you to get it, or your subconscious could not allow you to get it. And what I have told you right now before, these tips, they are necessary to put that belief in your subconscious. They just accelerate it. Okay? It just accelerate it. If it's a weak belief, it works maybe even more simple. But if it's a stronger belief, it's really better to know all the steps, how you can accelerate the whole journey, right? So you are your subconscious. This is who you truly are. How do you know actually right now what your subconscious is programmed to, conditioned to? So it's pretty simple. You just look at your life and you just ask yourself, what is the reflection of my life? You know, your whole life is a reflection of yourself. So what does life reflect to you? And you just look at your results in different areas: health, money, relationships, and what else? Your self-esteem, your relationship to yourself, probably the most important one of all, right? And now where you see this, you can basically, you get more congruency. You will understand yourself, who you truly are. Because very often we have a very incongruent view of ourselves. Okay? And because of that, yes, it will be just simpler. It will be more easy to change yourself because you know where you truly are, what your subconscious thinks about itself or about life, right? Okay, while I was telling you all these 5 tips and the stuff about the subconscious mind, you have to understand something that is very important, really. I hope you will write it down. So our inner images, our thoughts and emotions, they create our state. This is basically our frequency. And as a result of that, we create our new reality. Okay? So what does that mean? Why have I told you to repeat this belief ever and ever again over the day and to feel it intense? It's very simple. The more you do all of that and you feel it, the more you are in that state, and the more intense that state is, the longer you can hold this state over the day, the faster your new reality, your new belief will become true. And this is what it's all about. Okay, now I want to tell you 4 levels that you will observe if you try to change a more strong belief. If it's a weaker belief, maybe it happens instantly. Yeah, sometimes it happens. But usually it takes more time for like more powerful beliefs to change, from my experience. So based on this level, you will see how far you have come with this belief, and you will understand something. It's actually not about that you, how to say it, that you change this belief instantly always. It's more about that you understand what we want to do is we want to increase the percentage to which degree the belief feels right to us. So the first stage, what I mean is the first stage when you try to implement this new belief in your subconscious is like, it doesn't feel true. Like, no, it's wrong. It doesn't feel true. Okay? So it doesn't feel true at all. But as you make the steps that I told you, and with the acceptance and the questioning, you will come to the second stage. And this is like, it nearly never feels true. But that means that there are actually already some cases where it feels true, or where it seems like this belief is true because you have maybe found some evidence already, or you have questioned that already, the old belief, right? And the next stage, and this is how it feels like sometimes it's actually true. Like sometimes this belief, yeah, sometimes it's actually true, but I'm not sure yet. And the next stage is like, it's mostly true. So mostly this new belief is true for you already. This is how it feels like. And as a result of that, you will see that also more and more in the outer world. You will act more and more automatically like that, like your new self. Okay? And the last step is, of course, okay, this is just the truth. Yeah, this is just how I am. And this is the last step. So it's actually about to increase this percentage, to which degree you feel this belief, to which degree this belief is right to you. At the start, you're maybe at 0. You want to increase it to 5%, 10%, 20%, 25%, 30%, to which degree this belief is true. A lot of people, what they do is they make more like black and white, they make this black and white thinking. They try to change this belief, and now they try to change it, they notice, okay, I still believe it's true. Ah, fuck, I'm just fucked up. But this makes no sense, because it's actually a process. Okay, instead of focusing this black and white, like either you just believe it's true or either it's completely wrong, fuck this shit, because we'll just get depressed when it comes to more difficult beliefs. So instead of that, measure it more on the percentage, to which degree you feel and notice with time that you act already like that, to which degree you notice it becomes more true, you know. I described to you the steps, and you notice now, based on what you can measure that, because it's unrealistically to make this black and white thinking. That works only with weak beliefs. You can change them very, very fast, but it won't work with more stronger beliefs or convictions, right? So I hope this video helped you, and if it helped you, then subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out other videos, and comment below what is the new belief of you. So what is the new you? Comment below your new belief, comment below what you learned in the video, and comment below also feedback. What kind of videos do you want to see, or how can I help you? Maybe you have questions, something like that. And in this case, see you next time. Bye bye.